The doorbell rang. Twice. It had to be him. His enormous shoulders filled the space, and a short intake of breath betrayed her feelings. He was darkly handsome, with the sort of cruel mouth women kiss in their dreams, and he wore his beautifully cut uniform with an unconscious swagger. They both knew why he had come. Clearly her package had already arrived ahead of time. It seemed to strain against its wrapping, just as her magnificent breasts fought against the thin cotton that barely held them captive. It was relentlessly humid in the Havana heat, but he seemed unaffected, impervious to its grip, like he'd stepped from a painting by Titian. She blushed as she realized she had lost a button from her blouse, and his hungry stare followed her downcast eyes.
Free delivery worldwide,
he murmured. How those 3 words made her heart race. She wanted to flee, to retreat inside the cool sanctuary of the house. But his hand now gripped her own slender palm quite firmly.
Open it,
he commanded. She bit her lip. Her hand shook slightly as she ran an immaculate fingernail down the parcel's skin-tight seam, liberating the cardboard flaps, spreading them wide. She let out an involuntary gasp as she saw an invoice and the diminutive price it revealed. For she was a girl used to dealing with much larger demands.
So,
He drawled arrogantly.
a good book's book.
Her lips parted soundlessly, a silent plea for him to continue. For this book championed the less fortunate by giving all proceeds to Oxfam. He looked her up and down with unmistakable intent.
Do you intend to keep this up?
He ground out the words as if they pained him. Oh, yes, she breathed, finally realizing he too was vulnerable to an admirable cause. She met his gaze with growing confidence. When I'm finished with this one, there's millions more.
I'm glad to hear it.
He growled in a voice that would brook no disagreement. He swept the delectable creature and her partially stripped package into his arms and strode assertively into the house, kicking the door closed behind them.
Because delivery is guaranteed.